It's November, it's officially Christmas season. It's time to dive into the Christmas books. Let's see what's on my TBR. Hi everyone, it's Kaylee and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to dive into all of the Christmas books that are on my TBR this year. I am so excited for some of these. Some of these are brand new published this year. Some of these are ones that I meant to read last year and I just didn't have a chance. But let's waste no more time and let's dive right in. The first two I'm going to start with are the only ones that I own physical copies of already. The first one is Time to Shine by Rachel Reed. This one came out, I want to say in October, and it's been on my TBR since then, but I knew I had to wait until Christmas season because I don't know if it actually takes place at Christmas. I haven't really read a synopsis, but it is so cute. It's got the hockey, it's got the winter, it's got the snow. It needed to be read at Christmas time. So this is on my TBR and I can't wait. And the other one that I have a physical copy of is Love Light Farms by B.K. Borison. And this one is set in a Christmas tree farm. Like, if this doesn't sound like a Hallmark movie in a book, I don't know what else does. I have heard amazing things about this whole series. I'm excited to dive in. I heard about the series last year, but I really like reading Christmas books at Christmas time. And when this one was set in a Christmas tree farm, I knew that I had to save it for Christmas. So I'm going to start with this one. And then I think I'm going to finish off the whole series pretty quickly because I have heard amazing things about this series. So those are the only ones I have a physical copy of. But there are a whole bunch that I already have holds on my Libby account for both ebooks and audiobooks. And so let's talk about some of those. So the first one is Wreck the Halls by Tessa Bailey, and this one has been out for a month or so already too. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna try not to let this color me because I have already finished this book. I'm filming this video a little bit later than I intended to. My last few weeks kind of got away from me. And so I have actually already finished this one. So I'm gonna try not to give away my feelings about it. I don't know if by the time I post this, if my review of it will be up, but if it is, I will link it in the corner so that you can read my review. But Tessa Bailey is usually a pretty good hit for books. If anything, she is a spice queen, so there is that. But yeah, if you want to know what I really thought about the book, check out my short review. Next up is Wrapped with a Bow by Lily Vale. I have heard nothing about this other than that it has a freaking adorable cover. And yeah, I've never heard of this author. I have never heard of anything this before. This is a brand new one that is, I believe it's just came out within the past few weeks. So this one is on my list too. I know nothing about it, so it is gonna be a complete surprise. Same with Faking Christmas by Kara Winfrey. I know nothing about them other than that they're Christmassy, they're rom-coms, and they're cute stories. I got nothing. I know nothing, and sometimes I like going into a book with like no expectations because sometimes those ones are your sleeper hits. The ones that you go into knowing they're gonna be good can have a chance to let you down, but when you go into it with no previous conceptions, then yeah, those ones are sometimes your best books. Next up is A Holly Jolly Ever After by Julie Murphy and Sierra Simone. And these are two like powerhouse authors all on their own, but they have this adorable Christmas series called Christmas Notch. The first one was called A Merry Little Meet Cute, and I read that one last year. And then they had a little novella that took place in between their two full-length books, and that one was called Snow Place Like LA, and I've read that one already. That one I probably don't have reviews up for either of those. I wasn't reviewing last year when I read Merry Little Meet Cute, and I don't review novellas if they're less than a certain amount. I might change that for next year, but as of right now this year, I don't review novellas on my channel. But I did enjoy both of those. Merry Little Meet Cute got 5 stars. I don't have a spice rating for it because back when I read it, I wasn't giving books spice ratings. And then the Snow Place Like LA, I gave 4 stars with 3 spice. And spoiler alert, I'm actually currently listening to A Holly Jolly Ever After. I'm about 58% of the way through. I am loving it so far. I'm not sure if I love it as much as I loved A Merry Little Meet Cute, but we'll see by the end of the book. I did give that one a 5 stars, so that's high expectations, but I will definitely be posting a review of this one probably next week after I've finished it and given time to review it. Next up we have It Happened One Christmas Eve by Jen McKinley. I love Jen McKinley. I have loved almost everything she writes. This one is a novella that takes place in her, I can't remember what she calls the series, but she has a full-length book that has the 3 novellas in it, and I have already read the other 2. I read them when they very first came out, and then this one came out in the middle of the year, so I was saving it for Christmas, but it is just a short little novella, so don't expect a review on this one, but I do have reviews of some other Jen McKinley books, and I love her. She is one of my favorite authors. I never hear about her very much on Book Talk or BookTube or anything, but she is one of my sleeper authors. Like, I love almost everything she writes, so I'm really expecting to enjoy this novella. Up is The Xmas Holidays by Zoe Allison. Another one, nothing about it, I just love the cover. It is freaking adorable. This one I'm not as excited about because the fact that it says it's Xmas implies that it's a second chance romance, and second chance romances is not one of my favorite tropes. But I always like to give second chance romances a fair shot because some of them, they can really surprise me. And then other ones, I'm just like, yeah, you broke up for a reason and you should have stayed with that one. So I try not to go into it with that prejudice, but I don't usually enjoy second chance romances as a rule, but I'm gonna give it an open mind because this cover is freaking cute. Next up is Clause and Effect by Piper Rain. I haven't read a whole lot from Piper Rain, but she did have a Christmas book came out last year called Single and Ready to Jingle, I think is what it was called, and I loved it. I gave it 5 stars. So when I saw that she had another Christmas book, I knew I had to read it. I might have to explore further. If I love this one just as much, I might have to explore further into her catalog next year, but I'm really excited for this Christmas story. And next up we have 'Tis the Damn Season by Kimmy Friedman. This one, this was honestly a surprise. I don't even know, I heard nothing about this until I was just randomly scrolling through my Libby account, and I just freaking love the title. Like, that is like the epitome of what a Christmas book title is. So I'm really excited. I haven't heard anything about this author or this book, but I am excited to give it a try. So those are all of the Christmas books that are on my TBR. As always, I don't like to overload myself with Christmas books during the holidays because as much as I love to get into the season, if I overload myself with too many Christmassy books, then one, I get behind on all of the non-Christmassy romance books that are releasing. At the same time, I find myself getting a little Christmassy burnt out. And last year I dove so hard into the Christmas books that I ended up being Christmased out by Boxing Day. I was literally taking down my tree on Boxing Day, and normally I'm at least the first week of January, leave my tree up to the first week of January Christmas girl, but I like went so hard with Christmas last year that yeah, I was done early. So I'm trying to like pace myself with the Christmas books and intermingle them with all of the regular releases that I'm excited to read in November and December. So as always, check my channel for reviews on my shorts channel. And yeah, if you have read any of these, a couple of them are from last year. So if you've read any of them, let me know. If they're on your TBR, let me know. And if you think that there's a Christmas book that I've missed, then let me know. I will add it to my TBR if I haven't already read it, or I might just pop in with a bonus review if I've already given it a try. But yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good day.